Hello, 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 everybody. Thanks for being here. Happy Sunday. Hope you enjoy your weekend. We're going to get started. First is um, Renata, which is gifted, no doubt, worked with Judy Miller, and they sent it to me, and I tried to put some background to the music. But anyway, I want to play that in case you didn't hear it. It's a beautiful song, and I hope Pat hears it if she's out there. Look in the chat and see if she is, Chris.
In a world that often shies away, you shine like the stars at the break of day. With a heart so pure, full of grace, you light up the room, you take your place. We love you, oh, we love our Patty girl. You're so special, with a voice so clear. You capture our hearts, you draw us near. Your passion flows like a river wide. With every thought, we stand by your side. Sharing your dreams, you lift us high. You give us courage, you teach us to fly. We love you, oh, we love our Patty girl. You're so strong, and you share your light. With honesty and truth, you make us bright. Let the world see your beauty unfold. With every story, your heart turns to gold. We treasure your spirit, so fierce and free. Our Patty girl, you're the best part of we. We love you, oh, we love our Patty girl. You're so special, with a heart so true. We cherish each moment, we stand here for you.
Beautiful, absolutely
Yeah,
beautiful.
that is nice.
Okay, let me turn it over to Chris, and he's got some things that are important he'd like to say. Go ahead, Chris.
Good morning, brother. I love you. Bless you and your family. Bless all of you and your families. Real quick, some prayers here. Delisa Christie, Julie Wynn's daughter Celestine, Ron Hubert, Rob Gorman, Pam Krowick, Liz Leary, Collins' mother, Pat Parent, that one that Renata just made that beautiful song for. Prayers to you. Renata's father, Ivan, has cancer. Red's mom, Julie Pierre's daughter, Chloe, Robin Noble, and a new one that Daryl Cook sent me from Ukraine. His name is Pastor Henry Senchenko. He's the pastor of a church in Kiev, Ukraine. They are brand ambassadors serving God and their troops. They have power outages up to 10 to 18 hours a day, listening to the stuff all around them. They're scared. They're nervous. They don't have water and food's being cut off. Please say for prayers for them. Listen, I'm going to say it while I got this camera on me right now. I don't like wars. I never like wars. I pray for peace. I support all life. I don't care what side you're on. I pray for everyone. And that's just how I've always been. So when I think about innocent families, men, women, and children um, being trapped for something they have nothing to do with and cut off from food, water, and electricity and everything else, I think it's horrible. So I ask y'all to pray for peace in this world. I don't care what side you're on. You don't need to be on a side. Just pray to God. He'll take care of the rest. All right. Happy birthdays to, this is a tough one here for me. Mavastimico, yeah. Liz Vang, Pooja Patricia, Laboni Actor Surma, KM Ashwa Islam, Roger Anthony Demlo, Sanju Sinj, Richard Luna, Kane Max, Paul Curry. Happy birthday to you. I hope you have a blessed birthday. Guys, if I do forget something about prayers, I'm always praying for you. No matter what, it's important to me. It is Sunday, so I'm going to tell God thanks for everything that he gives me, the strength to keep doing what I'm doing, the strength to be a better person each day in my life, and the strength to create happiness in other people's lives, not just my own. So I want to say I love you all and thank you for always supporting us. We do appreciate it. Like and subscribe, click the thumb, and you're going to get all the latest updates, shine the lights, prayers, beautiful songs by Renata. And that's what a family does. So Marty, back to you.
Boom, 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 boom. Take care of the chat, Chris. Yeah, it's don't miss today at 2 o'clock. Heroes is usually pretty good. They have a theme that you can go look at, and if you want on the panel, don't forget see Comfort or one of the OTech guys. There's room for 100 people, and everybody else can go to the top live. I love it when people are on the panel, by the way. Hello, Eva. I believe, okay, 100%, that we're about to enter the beginning of being able to live our dreams. There was a while, probably, this is me personally, over a year, a little more than a year, where I felt something was wrong. And this isn't one from me talking to Ash or not, because it was just me inside. And I talked to a couple of people that felt kind of the same thing. And not very many. And I said, well, let's just keep moving ahead because I have faith and all that. And then when things hit the fan this year, early this year, because Ash knew something was wrong. Why? God knocked on his shoulder and said, there's problems. Go back and see. And because he's so positive and he looks at the good in everybody, you really have to knock him down to see anything that's negative. Once he trusts you, it's trust beyond anything you could imagine. But if you take that trust, it's not good, because he gives all. He gives all to people. And that's who he is. And it bothers me. Yes. Well, here's the thing where people got to remember this. Whatever happened, and he's going to give us the story, whatever details he wants. But whatever happened, it happened to me and you and him. Whatever they did, who did, whatever, affected all of us. But what did we find out from that? What was the plus to it? And this is the biggest thing of all. The hope and dream that Ash had and the vision that he had, which is mind-blowing, is to change the world for the better. And high priority for us, and this is no joke, we know it because we've seen it. This isn't like, oh, Marty Brown knows it. Maybe I am, but I have every right to, because he walks who he is. His family walks and talks who they are. It precedes them. How? Every time he's ever done something, no matter how bad it was, he made sure we were okay. When the boat got flipped over and we're on the water, He gave us all life preservers and he didn't have one. That's who he is. And I love that. I'll tell you what I love even more. Knowing, watching him, and I watch him pretty close, okay? He is finally in the spot. This is what I see. Where there's people joining him on his side that can deliver us to his vision. And if that happens, we're all affected. Because knowing what the little bit we know, whoever was there before, whatever happened, we weren't going to make it to where we needed to go for everyone to live their dream. They would have never, they were guiding us in the wrong direction. That was the problem. But now I believe if you impress Ash, who is hard to impress, it's a high level. I mean, he wants the best for all of us. He wants to be proud. Hey, hey, Frank, here's our new video conferencing. What do you think? Not we get it and it's good, it's great, it's a little better. It's not quite as good. That was never in his mind. And it had nothing to do with money. It's not like he said, I'm going to go out and hire the cheapest people I can so I can build this cheap and make it as good as we can. That's not him. That's not him. I want this. I want it to be the best. And these are things that he said to us. How long will it take you? 4 months. How many people do you need? 25. How about if I give you 40 and I give you 5 months? And it was never good enough. We know that for a fact. We've seen the result. So it's not about that. I believe as crazy, not as crazy as history shows us. Whatever we went through. Him mainly because he paid the bills. He's sleepless nights, everything. He's got all of the weight of Onpassive people on his shoulders. All that being said, even when he got knocked down and got back up, now what does he say? Other people heard his story. They know what he wants to do, and they came to him. Just like the people I invited came to me, the people that you invited came to you, and then we share Onpassive with them. The ideology and the core of this business, I've never seen anything like it. Listen, you can have companies that have 800,000 customers, which is outrageous, and it's transactional. In other words, I buy something, I put my credit card in, and I walk away. That didn't happen in Onpassive. All of us here built relationships. So we have what you call a core. We will always be the core of this company, no matter how big it gets. Will the core get bigger? I believe so. This is one text that I did make to Ash, but I've always talked this way, so it's nothing new. The difference, listen, I have no control over the products. Do I think now, my personal opinion, that we will have the best of the best, bar none? Yes. Superior? Yes. Lower price point? Yes. Unlimited? Yes. But I have no control over that. I don't want to have control over that. I don't know enough about that, but I do know this. You treat people nice and you do the best you can and you help people go forward. You lift them above yourself. If we all practice that, all we're really practicing is what Ash did to us. You do that, and the core of this apple is going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. Because I know without a doubt, this is fact. There's a lot of people out in the world right now, some are watching this 6 months from now, that are listening and going, I'd like to be part of that. They don't give a rat's patoot what products there are. To be in a place where you can be felt, you feel wanted, your voice matters, who you are is the most important thing, and everybody feels that way. And we all take care of each other. And on top of that, we can make money by sharing the best products on the planet of products that are in high demand. How much selling do you got to do? If you have a video conferencing, I'm going to say video conferencing A, you know all of them, and you have conferencing Onpassive. The one we have that we're part of is 50% cheaper, 100% more options or gadgets that will help people, all on the panel, easy to do, and get paid for it. Come on. So you have people that care for you, you're wanted, you belong, you're worth it, and you can make money doing it. What? Come on, that's like going down the yellow brick road. It sounds like, wow, that's only a dream. This is a dream come true. It really is. It is what you could imagine. I believe that. I could have gone somewhere. I could have played that game, jumped from one to the other until I was 75 years old, made some money. So what? Every business, myself, Mike, and Dan, we tried to build relationships. Why? We knew from the beginning, and I'm going to say why I'm saying that, because this is important. Every MLM I was in, you had the gurus, and then you had the sheep. It was them and us. And if you're lucky enough to listen to every word I say, you can be like me. And that's not true. It's not that easy. And everything in life to do with money before Onpassive has the shape of a pyramid. 1% get the other 90-some percent to do all the work while the 1% gathers in the harvest. And I believe, you have to be in it. You have to do something. It's not a charity, but when you know that you have the tools you need, is unlimited potential. Oh my God! Look at the difference. You go in an MLM, they say you like this product, yeah, I really like it. Okay, go out and get 100 no's. Start off negative, and then your mind just like, okay, I get 100 no's, and I'm going to get 3 yeses. Okay, how many people do you freaking know that you could just come up and talk to? You don't know 100, probably. So now what do? Oh, I'm going to buy leads and emails. So you get a bunch of leads and emails that they have sold 50 different times. These leads and email are going to nail you for spam because they're complaining, oh my gosh, it's another spam. That's why in your Gmail, you see spam. They're probably using a list that they purchased. Yeah, but it was really cheap. Crap's cheap. I don't want it. I could go pick up crap in my front yard. I don't want it. And on Passive, we're going to get targeted AI traffic that we can grab and run to our business. That's big difference. And we have a CEO, which I've never seen before, a unicorn. I call him crazy, but all due respect, thank God he's crazy, that cares about us to his bones. So yes, I'm off the chart happy. I'm happy for everybody here. I'm happy for you even if you don't see it yet, because you stuck with it and we're going to move forward. And we're waiting for marching orders from Mr. Mufar. And you will not be left behind. Because I guarantee whatever little bit of talk, whatever bit of chat that I get with Ash or Chris gets, guess what? It's about you. I'm not kidding. You know Chris is. Even if you think I'm a dumbass and I'm not doing it. Everything he says and we say goes back around to, yeah, but we have people with this, and this. No joke. This is no joke. Because why? Because the core, the ideology, the feeling is the most powerful thing. People are the most powerful asset in this company than any product that'll ever be made. My opinion. Now, will we have products that are multi-billion-dollar products? Yes, we'll have many of them. But having this core that we're building, how do you build the core? Shine the light on somebody else and believe it with your heart they deserve it, and get them to believe in themselves. Sometimes you got to convince people they're worth it because they've been beat down for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. They grew up in a family where mom and dad just got to the point and said, well, this is as good as it gets. Bull crap. Bull crap. It's not as good as it gets. Push it to the limit. Anyway, I'm going to turn it back over to Chris because I didn't have anything to say today. But go ahead, Chris. You got anything?
Yeah, I want to respond to this guy. My regards to both of you. My question to Chris is that how long should the founder wait? Because it's been a long time now. If we keep doing this, it won't take long for China to copy us, Wow. Marty, do you want to respond to that one?
Yeah. I just want to say something.
China.
Time would be going by whether you're in Onpassive or not. The only difference is the outcome of the end of the time. You're going to get hope and you're going to live your dreams. Guaranteed, no matter how much you want your wife to have that baby on a certain date, it doesn't come until it's ready. Nobody wants us to launch or get going more than Ashwip are. Let me tell you why it could be. 6 years of pumping money out, giving trust in people, and some of them obviously weren't trustworthy. Trying to keep people happy on the founder side, and then you asking how long is it going to be? If I want to say this, and this is all due respect, and I'm saying this because I mean it. If I had that much anxiety about waiting, I would leave. No, I'm not even joking. If I felt that way, where it was so hard for me to wait, but here's the point: why make it hard? It's not going to be ready until it's ready. Why even spend any time on it didn't happen, it didn't happen, it didn't happen? Because I guarantee this, Siraj, whatever I don't know how to say it. I'm not putting you down. A lot of people are saying what you're saying. What could you be doing right now to be ready when it does happen? Because I'll tell you what, when it goes, which I believe will be soon, and don't ask me what soon means. Soon, I'm 64 years old. Freaking soon is quick. Every time I open my eyes, it's Sunday again, or it's fine, another week down. They want to get this going as fast, but it has to be great as they can. But if I had anxiety about, I just can't take it anymore, I would walk the freak away. And I know people say, well, I can't believe you're saying that. I mean it. I'd be gone. People say, how do you do it live every day, 7 days a week? I don't look at it like I have to do anything. Ash never told me to do it live. Not once. I did them 5 days a week, and I said, there's more we can do. There's more I can do. Now, I could sit there and go, oh, God, when are we going to get mail? Oh, freak. What? I have no control over it. I don't care. Listen, we're going to get it when it's ready. I'm more worried about how good is it when we get it. And I believe with this new dream team that finally is in place, listen, if I believe this, if who Ash has now was here 2 years ago, we'd be going. But here's the point: nothing good happens fast. It just doesn't. Once again, why did people walk for 40 years to go to the promised land? If you go on a map and you do a calculation of walking 2 to 3 miles an hour, they should have been there in 11 days. You know why? They didn't deserve to go. What would have happened? We don't know what happened. We know there was some crafty, nasty people, right? Would you want them to go to Ash's full vision? What would we do with corruption at a $10 billion company. That would have made more power for the wrong people. So I'm glad what happened. I feel bad that it happened. I'm glad that it happened, but we're moving on. And I'm saying this, if there was no Onpassive, it would still be October 30th, 10:20, 10:30 Eastern Daylight Time. Anyway, the only difference is looking forward for me, 64 years old, barely surviving. I know that just over the horizon, which is coming quick, my life's going to change forever. Without Onpassive, and I'm going to tell everybody this, as you worry about when's it going to happen, you could go out to another company and they'll tell you you'll be 100,000 in 90 days. Go do it. But you know the truth is you won't be. And they're just going to take money away. Life is life. Most of us are not doctors, heart surgeons, or brain surgeons. Most of us work at a regular job, and actually the most valuable jobs get paid the least. Healthcare, people, nurses, and all, they get paid the least. Teachers, who's teaching our young children, are paid like crap. This world's going to change, and if Ass has the audacity to talk about changing the world, it's not going to be quick. It's going to take a big foundation and strong people. We're building, look at the core, look at us. There's one of the strongest people on Onpassive right there, Willow. She's been here ever since I can remember. I don't remember being on Onpassive without Willow. You stay strong. Listen, Mike Ellis started with me, same day. Gung Ho made more videos than anybody, probably had an impact as much as anybody. He went back and said, okay, this didn't launch. I got to go back to work until it does. Do you think he wish it would have did it sooner? Because he's working a 20-year-old job, a young man's job. Obviously, that's why he's in such great shape, and everybody's afraid of him. I'm just kidding. But the point is, you do what you got to do. Get by. Yeah, but my uncle died. My cousin died. Listen, I had many friends die. I had many people get sick. I'm hearing bad news every day. I don't like it. But we were never told. My mom told me this a long time ago. God never came out and said life's going to be easy. He never said that. Never. And if you believe like I do, this is just a pit stop to where we go later. And how we act here and what we do here, I think it matters. And Ash wants to do good, and he wants many people to be involved in it. I'm happy with that. But I believe it's very soon. And I've said that for a long time. But I truly, after what happened, after I believe the dream team was delivered to Ash, and they're going to change the world, you could be anxious. You could be upset. What are we going to do? I'm not going to wait. I had a guy tell me I'm not going to wait. And I said, okay, don't. No, I'm not being that. Okay, don't. I wouldn't. If I felt like you, I wouldn't wait. I would leave. Listen, if you leave, don't delete your account because you're coming back anyway. But in your mind, you can say, I'm nothing to do with it. Okay. Don't badmouth it. Just let it go. Put it out in the backyard. Because when it goes, you're going to go back up and fire that pig back up. I guarantee it. So just remember, you don't have anything better that we can do right now. Most of us. Anyway, question. We get that every day. I'm not even putting you down. I mean, some people.
That's why I put it in here. We get those. We
Yeah.
have no problem answering those questions. But I'm going to agree with Marty. I'm in the same boat you're in. Marty's in the same boat you're in. Okay. What's coming our way, we already know what's really going to happen, and that's excitement, change of life, time, and freedom. That's all I need to know. Other than that, I go about my day. I don't come to this kitchen table, sit down thinking, gee, I wonder if it's going to go today. No, you go do stuff, man. Go do them. If you're in a bad situation, I offer my prayers, my sympathies, but it's nobody's fault but that situation's fault. Nobody put you there on purpose. I'm sure you didn't put yourself there on purpose. But knowing that something is going to happen in your life that's going to change it, knowing that something is going to happen in your life that's going to change the history of your family, 40, 50 years of family struggling, and there's always that one individual that pops into the family and says, I got this one. I'm going to do this. And then you turn around and you help your family out. You help your friends out. It's a great thing. Waiting is the beauty of life sometimes. We waited till we were born and we're waiting till we die. But in between, that's what really matters. Live your life. There is listen, as far as back to the gentleman with the China's going to copy it, I got news for you. Let me give you an example. And I don't want to talk too long because we always say we're going to be quick. I ordered, if you've seen Rapid Radio, it's a radio that you don't need a service. You can go almost all over the world and talk to people. I got some for my family, just in case something bad happens, which I'm not saying is, right? The moment I ordered that, I came across every day, there's another one, but it wasn't the original Rapid Radio. It was a different knockoff. Listen, I don't know about you, but I want people to copy what Onpassive is about to do because it'll even make the world better. Businesses, we've said it a million times, are going to follow Ashmafara's lead on how he built this company through his failures to his wins. And I'm going to tell you, there's a lot more wins than failures. Failures get where you want to go. All right. Worries don't do nothing for you. I don't worry about nothing. I got trust in that guy we call Ashmafara that he's going to bring us to a really nice place. When? Let's see. I played the lottery yesterday. I didn't win. Woe's me. How long have you been playing the lottery? How many times have you walked into a gas station and bought a scratch off? Nothing. You're waiting for that big win. All right. The truth is, the big win is here in Onpassive. It's not a lottery. It's a life-changing experience that's going to put you at a level that you've never, ever, listen, you can't even dream of the level you're going to be put at. That's the truth. I'm waiting for that level too. Am I excited about it? Yeah. Do I got to wait? Sit around and wait? No, I'm not going to sit around and wait. I'm going to go about my life. I'm still going to do this every day. And if I get a phone call or a webinar or ask pops up on a corporate, all right, I'm engaged. But other than that, I agree with Marty. If you have that much anxiety on what's going on, and I get 1 million of them a day, sir, Chris, I'm struggling. Yep, and you'd still be struggling if Onpassive wasn't there. I got news for you. You have something that's opening your life to a whole new world. And stay with that. When you wake up in the morning, like I do, thank you, God, for giving me another day. Thank you, God, for putting Onpassive in my life. Your timing. When this happens, I am going to change. Not myself, but a lot of people around me, because I already made that change. I made that change to be a better person every single day. And you know what? I wasn't heading in that direction until I got into Onpassive. I retired. I'm going to watch TV, eat bonbons, cut my grass.
Bonbon.
But I'm just saying, we're all in the same boat. I ask that you just have patience for something that's so great coming your way. It's the greatest company in the world, and it's going to be copied by millions of people. Why? Because it's going to help millions of people. I really believe that. I believe it's going to affect the whole entire world, and you're part of it because you're waiting. You're waiting because you're part of something this big. Nothing is grown overnight. You don't plant a tomato plant, and 2 days later, you got big tomatoes. Okay? This has been sitting in this perfectly organic soil for 6 years, and congratulations to M. Kelly and everyone else for sticking. Why is M. Kelly still here? 6 years. I've never heard her once say, gee, where is it, Chris? Never. She's here because she believes in it. She's here because it's going to help her family, and it's going to change her country, because in India, Wow. Lots of people. So let me tell you, to my Indian brothers and sisters out there, where I get most of my stuff from, good and bad, beautiful messages, some a little scary messages. Have faith in what Amplify is doing for your life. Nobody else is doing that for you. If you couldn't do it for yourself, I found someone that could do it for me. Amplify. Think about that. Go out and start something on your own. That's a good thing. But with the possibilities what a passive is going to give you, you are going to be able to go out and do what you really want to do. I myself, people say, oh, I'm going to go buy a restaurant. I'm not having nothing to do at work once this gets going. I'm going to strictly do on passive. I already did 30, 40 plus years of work. Okay. Asked before, I said, Chris, take a break. Let me do it all for you. Let me get this done. And let me tell you something. None of us have a clue how big this really is. You hear us say it all the time. And I can't wait to find out how big it really is. So stay plugged in. Love your brother, love your mother, love your father. Tell someone you love them. Pray for these people to stop killing and hating. Pray for Onpassive to come out through the world and make things better for everyone. Marty, back to you.
Very good, Chris. I want to add something. I didn't answer the question. If we wait too long, China's going to do it. Let me give you a news flash. My personal opinion. I've worked for Fortune 500 companies. I traveled around the world. I know you look at the appearance and go, he was probably on the back of a trash truck. Nothing against that. But anyway, here's fact. China cannot make this company. They cannot. And you're going, are you kidding me? They got all kinds of money. Do they have the heart? Are they willing to build a company that looks at the people first? I bear to differ. Any company, any country would do this and go through what I went through, and they have money. They got money. Why aren't they doing it? Because it's not in their heart. It's all capitalism. If China builds something, yes, they can make it cheap because they pay people squat. They have the technology, yes, because it's high, because everybody has to work. It's a lot of stress, okay? So do they do things cheaper? Yeah, absolutely. Am I glad they make a little money? You darn right. But all the money would go to the government. And the government is not going to look and say, you know what? You know these workers we have that we're paying $1 a week, $1 a day? Let's give them $50 a day. Not going to happen. Because in their eyes, money and knowledge is danger. You give somebody with bad eyesight a pair of glasses, it's dangerous if you don't want them to see. Nobody, no country, no anywhere would do what we're doing. Don't worry about China doing it. Can they copy one of the products? Yeah. Let me ask you a question. So they copy, let's say we have supercalifragilistic conferencing platform. Do you really think that China could make it cheaper and make a profit like Ashmufar wants to do? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's too much greed involved. And I'm not just putting down China. It's the world. The rich get richer, middle class is gone, and the poor is off the chart. Worst time in the history of man, right? One of the worst times. Pandemic time. Did the rich lose money? Go look it up. They're the only ones that made money. The only one. So Ass has a way where he's saying, I'm going to give everybody a paintbrush. And we're going to paint a rosy color starting all over the world, little patches. You ever fly over the Midwest in a plane? It looks like checkerboards of different colors. It's beautiful. That's Onpassive. And enough of us do it. And we bring people in the powerful way, people way, caring. Don't lie to them. That's another problem in Onpassive. A lot of you have a misconception because you were brought in under the wrong pretense. You were brought in through, you get in, you pay this much, and you're going to be a millionaire in 14 months. I would be pissed too. But that was never said. That never came out of Ass's mouth. Not once. That's a little bit of the problem. I'm not saying any country. I'm saying people did it. Why? I want to have the biggest team. I believe this. I would much rather have 20 people that we care about each other than 100 that don't know each other. Because the wind blows a certain way, they could be gone. Really. So the ideology and how we care is very, very strong. No, I'm not worried about China taking over a business like this. It will never happen. Never. Not while we're alive. It's a communist country. They're not going to do that. Do they have technology and pay people dirt cheap and they can make something? Yeah. But it's only profit for them. And you're not going to get paid for it. That's simple. So don't worry about that. If you're thinking about China, I was told 10 years ago they're going to pass us. Country value. They didn't. In fact, we had record high stock market for the last 6 months, 8 months. Go look at it. Don't take my word for it. I could be a liar. Go look. Record breaking. Day after day after day after day. Envy of the world. They wish they had our economy. Envy of the world. Now, do we have problems? Absolutely. Things are too much money. Yes. But anyway, here's what I want to say. We're going to leave. But tomorrow night, we do our show, Carnivore Diet, the Carnivore Lifestyle. And I want to say this to everybody. You got friends and family that don't want nothing to do with the company. I get it. But they can come to this. Because I'm telling you, there's people that will relate to health issues because it changed my life. I'm not just saying it, changed my life. So anyway, Chris, you want to say goodbye or good night? Or
Goodbye, good night, good evening, good morning. Have the faith, it's coming. I don't care what you say, it's coming. I don't care who you are, it's coming. And if you want to just take a little break from it, go actually come over and cut my grass. I'd really like that. I love you all. Marty DeGarmo.
I stopped cutting grass. You know why?
Did
That's
you
what
say
you
gas?
Yes.
Gas or
Oh, I cut gas. In fact, I probably have a few times since we've been on here. I'm just
thick
kidding.
cutting there?
Anyway, we're going to go.
2
Thanks, everybody.
o'clock. 2
2 o'clock,
o'clock.
heroes. If you want to get on the panel,
Top dot
see
live.
Comfort or OTech guys.
Top dot
Love
live.
you all.
Fabian.
Thank you for being here. And if you want to do, if you're
Shine
kind
the
of
light.
shy and you want to do a shine white, send it. Send it to onpassivenation@gmail.com. 10 minutes or less. Who you are, how you found out about Onpassive, and what you want Onpassive to do for you. Very simple. Love y'all. Bye.